your Doppler 10 weather forecast.
Well, we're closing in on spring. In fact, meteorological spring, when the records for the 3 months of spring begin, is March 1st. So we're only a couple of days away from that, 3 days to be exact, and 21 from the vernal equinox. And it's hard to believe after such chilly air last night and today that we are heading into spring. But as the sun angle gets higher, of course, the average temperatures continue to climb. And you can see here the average temperatures do continue to go up as we go through March. And by the end of March, we're averaging out 79 for our high and into the upper 50s for lows, continuing to climb into those 80s through April and May. Didn't feel like it this morning, though. It felt just like the dead of winter. In fact, we didn't break a record, but look at how cold it got in Corpus Christi with 31 degrees and dropping down to 29 Kingsville, 28 Robstown. It was just very crisp out there this morning, we'll call it. A very cold morning as we started our day in those 30s, even some upper 20s. And you can see the average low temperature this time of year is 53, so we were pretty drastically cold. The record, though, didn't quite make it to that, thankfully. We were at 24. That's the record from 2002. Well, outside right now, temperatures are in the upper 50s, low 60s. It's a rather pleasant afternoon considering that wind has died down that we had yesterday, and you can see the wind speeds. They're only up to about 13 miles an hour at the Naval Air Station and calm inland, making for a pretty nice day with all that sunshine. And with that, we have a clear sky tonight, and you'll see this in the evening sky. If you go outdoors after the sun sets this evening, look to the west, you'll see Venus and the moon close together. Moon just to the left of Venus and that waxing crescent moon. Tomorrow night, you'll still be able to see it with our mostly clear sky to the upper left of that bright object. If you were wondering what that is, that's Venus. All right, so here are the forecast lows for tonight. Not quite as cold as last night, but still cold. Temperatures tonight dipping into the lower to mid 30s in our inland areas, 35 Mathis to 43 at the Naval Air Station, 37 Ingleside. Corpus Christi, 36 degrees tonight. Another day you'll need your coat early on tomorrow, but by afternoon it's going to feel pretty good. Take a look at the temperatures rising rather quickly with all that sunshine and that shifting wind. Temperatures reaching into the low 70s. The winds are still light tomorrow. Take advantage of it because Saturday is going to be a different story. Tomorrow the winds are up to about 12 miles an hour, shifting to the south, and we'll also see some high clouds coming in later in the day tomorrow. High temperatures, you can see, though, we're getting back to normal here. We're actually going to make it into the low to mid 70s with Corpus Christi right at that 74 degree mark tomorrow, 69 at the Naval Air Station, 75 at Mathis. Beeville will hit 74 degrees tomorrow. Unfortunately, with the wind returning this weekend, the pollens are going to be blowing around. If you have allergies, you may notice them acting up a little bit. And notice the pollen counts going up into that high category from Saturday right through Monday. So your weekend forecast looks pretty good. We're warming up. Sunday is going to be windy but warmer. By the time we get to Sunday, we're up to 80, and nights are going to warm up as well. As our surface high pressure continues to pull away from us, it's dry. Our next system sitting way back in here, that's our cold front for Tuesday. It's not going to bring much rain, if any, maybe a few hundredths of an inch. My next weather coming up at 4:30. After 4:30, we're going to talk about the drought and how much rain is in the forecast. It certainly isn't much. Take a look at the next 7 days then. Temperatures continuing to warm after a chilly night tonight. By the time we get into Sunday night, we're in the low 60s. Look at those lower 80s through next Tuesday. Slight rain chance with that front, and then we're dry and a little cooler by Wednesday.